Hey everyone, this is Malvika and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 steps you need to know before applying for a Schengen visa. And these 5 steps are extremely important, guys, and extremely basic as well. Once you know this, you don't have to go to any visa agent to get your visa done. And you exactly know what is going into your application. So let's dive straight in. Please, I request you to wait till the end until I share with you all the 5 steps, because each one is equally important, and trust me, it is also equally interesting. So we go with the 5 steps, and then I'm going to give you 2 bonus tips which are going to really help you even while you go past immigration, right? So let's dive straight into it. I'm really excited. Number 1, you need to know which are the Schengen countries. Before I go into it, I want to know you, if you're going to Europe, the visa that you apply for is called the Schengen Visa. It's not called the European visa or Europe visa, but it's known as Schengen Visa because the Schengen Visa is issued by all the Schengen countries together. Now, what are the Schengen countries? You first need to know which are the Schengen countries, so therefore then you can apply to one of those Schengen countries to enter. Schengen countries. There are 26 Schengen countries as of today. All of the Western European countries, all of the Scandinavian countries to the north, the Baltic countries to the northeast, majority of the Central European and the Eastern European countries belong to the Schengen area. And I have shown you exactly the same in the picture that you are looking at now. Can you see all the countries? I believe you can. So most of them, Spain, Italy, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Greece, Switzerland, everything comes under Schengen, and a lot more. Right? So these are the Schengen countries. So if you're planning to visit either 1, 2 or many of these, you are going to apply for a Schengen visa. Now this is our number 1 point, which is covered now. So now we come to the second point. The second point. Now, the second point is going to be, which country do you apply through? Now that we know all the Schengen countries, but which country do you apply through? Number 1 is, if you're going to one single particular country, you know you're going to Spain, so you apply through Spain. You don't apply through anything else, because all your bookings, your flight bookings, everything is going to be done through Spain. So you directly go to the Embassy of Spain, not the Embassy of Spain, the Visa Center. I will also tell you where you can go to apply for the visa, but right now we're just discussing which country do we apply through, right? Second, now if you are going to different countries in one trip, if you're going to 2 countries, 3 countries, 4 countries, 5 countries, any number of countries, which country do you apply through? It's very easy, guys. Please listen to me very, very, very carefully, because it is important, or you'll be in a fix, because the Schengen countries are very strict at immigration especially, and also you need to know, because otherwise your visa application will not be accepted in India itself, right? So the first step to know here, the first thing is, when you have designed your itinerary, when you know where exactly you want to go, even if you don't know, guys, you have to have an itinerary. Just at least until you are applying for the visa, you need it in detail. You can change it later once you get the visa, but for the visa you need an itinerary. Now you write down, I have 4 nights in Spain, say 4 nights in Italy, or say 4 nights in wherever. So you need to plan it out like that. And the first step you do is, you write how many nights are you going to stay in each country, not in each city, in each country. How many nights are you staying in each country? Your number 1 thing to do is circle the number of nights where you're staying maximum, right? Circle that number. If it's 4 nights, circle the country where you are staying the maximum number of nights. What do you do now? Once you get that, your application center would be that country. If you're going to a certain country for a larger number of days than the rest of the countries, you apply through that country. So the number of nights is the most important of all. That's where you send your application to for visas. Second, now your question is, what if my nights are equally distributed? If your nights are equally distributed, what you do is you go to your point of entry, or the first country in the line. For example, if you are, let's say, Czech, Poland and Hungary, you are entering Czech, staying for 3 nights, you are going to Poland for 3 nights, and then you're going to Hungary for 2 nights. Now you have Czech and Poland, 3 nights, 3 nights. So you will apply to the country which comes first in the line. So which is Czech in this case. So you apply through Czech. Now you have the question, if the first country that I'm entering has lesser number of nights than the other two countries. For example, if Czech is 2 nights, Czech is 2 nights, Poland is 3 and Hungary is 3. So which do I apply through? I'm confused. So now again, 3 and 3 would be your priority, but which one do you apply to? You will apply to the country that you go to first. Even if it's Czech, what is the next in line? It is Poland. So you don't apply through Hungary, you apply through Poland, because that's where you have the maximum number of nights, and that comes before Hungary, right? Now you have the question. I think it's clear. I'm just giving you examples. I think I've been pretty clear here. If in case you think something is not clear, please mention it in the comment box and I will personally reply to your message, right? If you have your itinerary prepared, write to me, write in the comments. I will tell you where to go, which country to apply through. Is that right? So it doesn't matter it's the first country, second country, third country. You need to know the maximum number of nights of stay and you apply through that country. If 2 or 3, 4 countries have the same exact number of nights, apply to the one which comes first in line. Okay, understood? How this works is once you receive the visa, it's okay wherever you enter through. But please keep all the documents with you when you fly. I will come to this later. Now, once you've understood what are the Schengen countries, which country you apply through, I'm going to go to the third point. The third point is, what is really necessary for preparing the application? What are the main things you need once you've decided this? How do you prepare? Now, the main things are, guys, you can do this through travel agent or a visa agent, but I'm going to tell you how do you do it yourself. You do dummy bookings, right? Dummy bookings are the best because even if in unlikely situations you don't get the visa, you don't lose all the money, right? You need to save the money. So I would suggest don't book everything beforehand, but wait until you get the visa. Now, how do you do this? One, you need your return flight tickets booked. You need a return flight tickets. All these are mandatory. Without this, you will not get your visa. Return flight tickets, you need your hotel bookings. You need your hotel bookings for the number of nights mentioned. You need your itinerary in written form that I'm going to this place, this itinerary, this hotel. You need that. And if you're going from one country to another within Europe, it's best if you have the domestic flights or the bus tickets. It is best, especially if you're going for the first 2-3 times. I think please do it because these guys are really strict and some countries are more strict than the others. So the more detailed your itinerary, the more better, right? So now how do you do this? I'm going to show you these in the next videos, like which platforms can you book your tickets on. But just to give you an overall idea, airline tickets, dummy bookings, normally people like us cannot do it online. Right? So what you can do is you can ask any of the airline agents, if you know anybody in the airlines, or just contact anybody, tell them I need a dummy booking. They will take some minimal amount from you. I don't know, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, 200 rupees, 100 rupees. I have no idea. You can just ask them. They will give you a dummy booking. A dummy booking is as good as a real booking. I mean, the way the ticket looks, not that you can fly on that ticket. You cannot fly on that ticket. So once you take the dummy booking, that is, print it out, that is your flight booking, right? From your entry date and exit date, give all the correct information. Second is your hotels. There are so many different hotel booking websites today which do not need you to pay until the day you reach. And you know that. There are many. My favorite being booking.com. I love booking.com. So you can go to booking.com, go Ibibo, Make My Trip, or any others. Book your tickets. Book your hotels. For exactly the number of nights that you have. Listen, everything you book has to go with your itinerary. There cannot be, you are writing you have a 3-night itinerary and you have a 4-night booking. No, not cool. This is not going to be okay, right? So this is something you need. These are 2 things. Also, if you want to book domestic tickets, if you think you can, do it. Or just book a bus from one country to another. Normally, it's not much. Even if you book it and if you want to keep your itinerary the same, this will work if you get the visa. You don't have to worry. It's probably 10 euros, 15 euros maximum. I think you can just go ahead and book it. I don't think dummy bookings are possible. If they are, in some places, great. If not, just book it. Because you need as much information as possible to show it to the visa application guys and the embassy, right? Otherwise, they will not allow you. There'll be a lot of questions. And this is especially for the first 2-3 timers. But trust me, I do it all the time. I have been to Europe a lot of times, but I still do it. I know people being rejected because they did not give the itinerary, they did not do this, they did not give enough information. So why? Just do as best as you can, right? It's as good as planning a trip. So why not? Third point, these are the 3 points, sorry, I gave you 3 points. The fourth point would be the other important things. What else is important apart from the bookings of the trip? Your insurance and your bank balance. Travel insurance, extremely easy. There's going to be another episode on this. Travel insurance, you can go to any place online, HDFC, ICICI, I don't know, there are so many, Bajaj Alliance. Just go type travel insurance, put in your details, get the travel insurance for 500, 600, 700, 800 rupees, anything. Get it. Without a travel insurance, you get no entry into Schengen countries. You will not even get a visa. Bank balance. To apply for a Schengen visa, you need a minimum balance of 1 lakh rupees in your account. No matter where it comes from, just get it. Because you have to print your bank statements, you have to print your income tax returns, everything. If you don't have your own thing and someone else is sponsoring you, you need to print their bank balance, their income tax returns, right? All these steps will come later, but this is something that you need. I'm telling you all the important things, right? These are some of the important things. Also, if you're a salaried person, you need to show your salary slips. You sometimes may need to show, you also need to show your NOC, no objection certificate from your employer, or if you have your own company, you can just say you are self-employed and things like that. So you have these things. So this was the 4th point, guys. Now I'm going to the 5th point. Now, once you have collected all your documents, don't worry, I'm going to have another video where I share each and every single document you will need. But right now I'm just telling you, once you've figured all this out, you need to go to the center, the visa application center. Majority of the Schengen countries do their visas in India through VFS Global. So if you type in Google, I want to do Austria visa from India, it will immediately take you to VFS Global. It will give you the first option. There are some countries now which have moved to another companies like Spain and Greece. They are no more with VFS, and some others. But you will get it once you've Googled it. Once you find that, you have 2 appointments. One is the biometric and the second is the visa application. Actually, they are both together. So once you take all your documents, you go to the center, you give the documents. Second, they ask you to print, to take your biometrics. So you go inside in a room and they take your biometrics. So you have to be present by yourself. You cannot send someone else. You have to go there yourself if you're giving the biometrics. Now, about the biometrics. This is required only once. Yes, it's required only once. Once you have the biometrics given, you don't have to go back to the center again. If you apply for a Schengen visa the second time within 1, 2, or 3 years, you don't have to go back to give the biometric, because they have the biometrics stored for a couple of years, right? So if you've applied for the Schengen visa once, you received the visa, done. Now the second time you want to apply for the Schengen visa the next year, you can do it through an agent. You just give your papers, the agent will go submit your papers and you will receive your visa. You don't have to be there, right? So that's the 5th point. These are the 5 points, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video and I gave you a lot of valuable information which you probably wouldn't know otherwise. I promised you I'm going to give you 2 bonus tips. I'm going to do this really quickly because I don't want to make this video any more longer. The first bonus tip is you can enter majority of the European countries with a Schengen visa. Now here the catch is, not all European countries come under the Schengen agreement, right? But once you get a Schengen visa, you can enter these countries. And there are many like this. Some examples would be Croatia, Slovenia, Serbia. So if you have a Schengen visa, you can enter these countries. But you need to have visited a Schengen country before that. You need to have a stamp. If you get a Schengen visa and you don't have any immigration stamps and you go directly to Croatia, they will not accept it. They would require you to have a Croatian visa, right? So this is bonus tip 1. Once you have a Schengen visa, and you have traveled maybe say a Schengen country, and then you want to enter Croatia for say a number of nights, or Slovenia or Serbia during your trip, you can do that. If I'm going to Spain and Italy and Greece and then I want to go to Serbia, yes, I can. I can, very much so, right? So this is something you can do. This was bonus tip 1. The bonus tip 2. The bonus tip 2 is immigration formalities. Whenever the documents that you have submitted to the visa center while applying for the visa, make sure you carry the exact same documents when you are traveling to the country. The immigration authorities in India, and especially in Schengen, the country that you're entering, they're going to check it, right? They will ask you that, suppose you're entering a country, say Czech Republic, but you have a visa issued from Hungary. So they're going to be like, why Hungary? Then you have your papers to show them, because this is where I stay the maximum number of nights. You need to show them proof. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. So please carry those documents. Even if your itinerary has changed, please show the same exact papers. I hope this has given you really valuable information. And I'm going to share with you something really exciting in the next episode. That is, how do you get a long-term Schengen visa, right? How do you get a long-term Schengen visa so that you don't have to reapply? I have a Schengen visa for 3 years, guys. And how did I get it? I got it, and that's why I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. So be here in the next episode to see how I do it. So see you guys, see you soon, and have a wonderful day.